Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? It is Saturday. We're fully into the weekend. It is November 9th, 2019. I am DSP, and I welcome you to my first of two gameplay streams for today. Day 2 of Death Stranding. I hope you guys are excited for even more Death Stranding, to see how the game fleshes out after we get out of this introductory part. Right now, we are 4 hours in. And quite frankly, a lot of people have been asking me for my opinion, and I'm like, I can't really give you what I feel is an informed opinion. We're still in the intro stages. Yesterday I played, in about maybe 45 minutes of the 4 hours I played, I was even controlling Sam. There were a ridiculous amount of cutscenes and story elaboration. We're still learning, basic mechanics. We just learned how to recycle resources, such as the crystals and metals and stuff that you find when you're out and about, on your delivery missions. So it's kind of hard for me to say, oh yeah, so this is what it is. It's great or it's bad, when I really don't feel like we even know about like half the stuff in the game yet. So I'm excited for more today. I don't know how it's gonna go, quite frankly, but I am excited for more. All right. I hope that the story stays on the same level it is, because I would say the story so far has been very interesting. It's crazy, to say the least, but it's dark, and trying to figure out exactly how everything ties together and how stuff works in this world that Kojima has created is pretty wild. All right. We already have some ongoing mysteries. Don't worry, I'm not going to spoil any of these things on the pre-stream here, but we got some good stuff going on. All right, so I'm excited for more, and I hope that you guys will join me for 4 more hours of Death Stranding today. Keep in mind, I am playing it again tomorrow. 3 straight days of Death Stranding. So we can get a good tear into the game and figure out exactly what it's all about this first launch weekend, okay? So here we go. That's going to be good. I hope you guys will chill out with me. Now, here's the thing. I've heard a couple things. I heard, number one, that the gameplay gets a lot more intensive and heavy now, that we're getting out of the intro segment, and there'll be a lot more gameplay today. I'm also hearing the gameplay will get a lot better once we hit a certain mark in the story. I don't know if we're going to hit that today or not. So I guess we'll see. It might be just very tedious, and if it is, then I hope you guys will talk with me, and we'll hang out and have a more chill stream where we kind of interact and fill the deadness of the gameplay, the repetitiveness and deadness of the gameplay, with us kind of talking and interacting. But maybe we will get to the point where it picks up today. I don't know. I'm, first time playing it. I don't really know. So, I guess we're going to find out. Okay? Good stuff. Hope you guys are excited for today. By the way, yesterday's stream did really well. Meaning everything. Attendance-wise, contributions and everything. I certainly don't expect that today. Just being very matter-of-fact and honest with all of you. I feel that today is day 2. It'll slow down a little bit. Okay? And that's okay. Also, a lot of people are already asking me, Phil, what's going on with the music in the game? Because there was already 2 or 3 songs that were real songs in the game with lyrics and everything. How has that affected your playthrough? Well, the truth of the matter is it has affected my playthrough in a big way. Those videos on YouTube have been content ID claimed by the publishing companies who own the rights to the songs. That's fucked up. Because why? Because there's a song in the video. Does that mean that that company owns the video and can get full advertisement rights to it? Guess what? Parts 1 and 3 of the playthrough already have been affected. And normally, you would think, this isn't an issue. Phil turns off the music in his playthroughs. I can't. There's no option in Death Stranding to turn off the music. It's either all volume or no volume. So, it's funny because yesterday, someone went ahead and forwarded me a tweet from one of the composers, one of the actual people who made the music in the game. And they said, oh my God, we're so sorry. It's not our intention that this would happen. We want everyone to be able to share their gameplay experiences with Death Stranding and not have any issues with content ID. So we're going to do what we can to clear this up. And I'm like, too little, too late. This is exactly what happened with Apex Legends earlier this year. This is what happened with all these games, where these people who make the music then decide to load their music into YouTube's content ID system. I've only said it 40 billion fucking times. Content ID doesn't work. It's a faulty system. It never worked, and it never will, because it's completely automated. It has no humans actually reviewing anything, And a computer algorithm cannot discern between someone who just ripped your song and reposted it, you know, copy paste bit by bit onto the internet just to spread it for free, or someone who's playing a video game and your song is playing during the video game, which someone paid money to license the use of that song. It can't discern. It's a fucking stupid AI algorithm. It's dumb as shit, and it can't do that. So when you use Content ID, you are actively saying, I don't care if other people are who are innocents and already paid to use this content are hurt and get screwed over. I just care about myself. That's what it is. When you're using Content ID, you are saying, I only care about myself. I don't care about the fact that we know YouTube's system doesn't work. I just want more money. And that's the problem here. And now you got people who made the music and are so, oh, I didn't know this is how it worked. I feel so bad. We got to fix this. There's no way to fix it. Once a video is Content ID claimed on YouTube, it's done. Because what happens is now, the burden is now on the content uploader to dispute that claim with the music publisher. To my knowledge, a music publisher has never released a claim, ever. They don't give a shit. They basically say, if you don't like it, sue us. Which, of course, the common content uploader on YouTube is not going to do. So, too little, too late if these composers are, oh, we didn't mean for that to happen. Well, then you should have fucking taken action before the game came out. Not everyone now doing playthroughs of the game, and no one is getting credit for their early portions of the game because your copyright and music was in the game. There was no option to mute the music. And now all of our videos are now the property of fucking music publishers. Isn't that delightful? Now, the truth of the matter is, I don't care that much because, like I've told you guys many times, YouTube really doesn't make me that much money anymore. Like, maybe a little bit here and there, but not that much. So it's it's not a humongous concern for me. It's not like I'm losing out on ridiculous amounts of revenue or anything because 2 parts of the early part of Death Stranding are claimed by another company. It certainly sucks because a bit of money would help. You know, any little bit of money that I can make on YouTube would certainly fucking help. But that's their fault that they don't give a fuck. You know, so it is what it is. It is what it is, and, you know, it sucks. If there's more more music with lyrics and everything, licensed music in this game, chances are we'll get Content ID claimed on YouTube. So what I will say is this, okay? If you like the Death Stranding playthrough so far, if you're looking forward to the rest of it, if you support me and you want to see it continue, please consider contributing during a stream. Even if you're watching this pre-stream on YouTube, because I know many of you watch my content only on YouTube. A lot of people watch these pre-streams on YouTube, and a lot of people watch the playthroughs on YouTube. If you're going to be watching Death Stranding, please consider contributing either via by tipping me or whatever during a stream, because the chances are I'm not making any money on the videos on YouTube at all. All right? Just saying, because the way that they set this up, this whole system is a broken piece of shit, and it's pretty messed up. Okay? So, there you go, okay? All right. Now, outside of that, we are doing some pretty good progress here towards our monthly goal of subs. If you guys take a look, we're at 606 subscribers this morning, and we only need to hit 625 concurrent subscribers to hit the monthly goal for this month. So we're very close. We could definitely hit it within today or tomorrow. You know, we could do this weekend, in which case that would be awesome because I will immediately open up the poll the thread by which you guys can begin to nominate games for this event. Now, you may be saying, what event? Well, if we hit the subs goal of 625 subs this month, I'm going to be doing a holiday Christmas event. It's either going to be like the day before Christmas, or maybe like a couple days before Christmas. We'll see. I got to figure out exactly when I want to do it. Okay? But this will be a special marathon event. I'll be dressed up and festive for the event. I'll be drinking a little bit. Probably some beer, some eggnog or whatever, and we'll be doing a variety of games during this time period, which will be pretty sweet. So it'll be a pretty fun event. It'll be the games that you will be nominating and then voting on. It could be anything. It could be Street Fighter. It could be Call of Duty. It could be Dark Souls. It could be an RPG. It could be one of these hot games that I'm playing right now. It could be anything. Whatever you guys want to see during that event. Okay? So, please consider subbing if you haven't. All right? Fair enough? All right, now let's talk about the schedule, and then we will get to the next segment of the pre-stream. So schedule-wise, here's the deal, guys. Today, more Death Stranding. 4 more hours. I'm excited. hopefully we get, meet into the meatier parts of the game now and learn a little bit more about the plot and everything. I'm excited. I hope we get to that, okay? Then, tonight, my late stream tonight will be the continuation of the Outer Worlds. 2 hours of open world RPG fun. We just got to Byzantium, which is the very upper class, ritzy style city. The only one in the entire game so far. So I'm interested to see what kind of missions and content and stuff we'll run into in this Byzantium city. And hopefully it'll be fun. Alright, so 2 more hours of the Outer Worlds later tonight. That's 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, by the way, when that starts. Then tomorrow, Sunday, another major stream of Death Stranding, okay? We're going to do another 4 hours of Death Stranding, so we'll have done 12 hours of Death Stranding within the first few days of it being out. A giant chunk into the game, okay? So we'll see again tomorrow how this goes. Then on Sunday night, it'll be more Luigi's Mansion 3. 2 more hours of Luigi's Mansion 3. I believe we're about to start floor 11 of 15. So we're getting there. In Luigi's Mansion, we're getting pretty far. It seems like each floor roughly takes about an hour or so. So if that is the case here, then more than likely we might be getting close to the end of the game, depending on how well we do. Okay, so that's tomorrow night, Sunday night. Monday is completely up in the air, and here's why I say that. Judging by how Death Stranding did this weekend, I may do another major stream of Death Stranding on Monday. Or if we're kind of tired out of Death Stranding, maybe I'll do a major stream of the Outer Worlds on Monday, and I'll try to finish up the game. Or same thing, maybe I'll do a major stream of Luigi's Mansion 3 and try to finish up that game, depending on how Death Stranding went, okay? So we'll see. Also, for Monday night's late night stream, I am very much leaning towards doing a stream of Minecraft. You guys have been telling me over the past couple of weeks that you missed the chill late night streams. I haven't done Street Fighter, I haven't done Battle Royale, and I haven't done Minecraft. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just do a one-off Minecraft stream on Monday night. That'll be the stream where we chill, we relax, I build. I have a project that I have to build based off of the last top contributor. So we have stuff to work on, okay? So we'll see. We'll see what happens on Monday. If Death Stranding is still going strong and you guys want to see more, then I'll probably do more. But if you guys are like, man, after 3 days we need a break, let's do something different, then I would be very willing to just do something different, okay? Fair enough? All right. Very good. All right, continuing on, guys. Tuesday I'm off. I'll be back Wednesday. And then Wednesday and Thursday, again, will be a balance between these new releases, whether it's Death Stranding and the other stuff at night, or one of these other games to try to finish them up during the day, and Death Stranding at night, or whatever. I'm going to do it like that. My goal is possibly by Friday of next week coming up, I finish both the Outer Worlds and Luigi's Mansion 3. Because I feel if I can do that, if I can beat them both by then that would be great, because that means I can focus just on Death Stranding and the 2 new releases that are coming out, which are Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword, okay? I'm hoping that we don't end up with a million stuck playthroughs. The other thing is WWE 2K20. I'm in chapter 14 of 18 in the story of the My Career mode. It seems to me like I need like another 4 hours or something to beat it. I don't know if I'm going to have time to do that this week. We'll see if I can cram it in and get a few more hours in. But I know right now we're in the midst of so many freaking playthroughs. And now we got 2 new games coming out on Friday. I'm going to do my best to see how far we can get in each one. The last thing I want is having all these games now juggled. Because if you remember, there was this one point, I want to say it was 2015. I can't 100% remember. But I just remember it was the time when we were playing Dragon Age Inquisition, okay? And so many game releases came out within like a 2-week period that I was only playing each game like 1 time a week, if not just twice a week. And people were so disappointed because I was barely making any progress. And it took me to like the end of the year to finish any of these games. And people were very angry. They're like, we wanted to see these games. I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? There's just been so many. And I don't want that to happen. I'm trying to basically balance things properly so we can get stuff done, so we don't get things that are just on the back burner for 2, 3, 4 weeks and then we can't finish them. Okay? So, that's the deal. And by the way, some people are saying, what about Shenmue 3? That's coming out later this month. I'm strongly considering it, But considering the fact that I'm probably going to be in so many other playthroughs, I may wait for Shenmue 3. I might actually wait a week or two until I start wrapping up these other playthroughs and then go to Shenmue 3. Because I don't think it's going to make sense for me to start another long, drawn-out game that's an RPG-style game when I'm already playing a bunch of these, okay? So, we'll see what happens. Okay. Alright, so continuing on. Thank you guys. I hope this schedule sounds good to you. Lots of Death Stranding, Outer Worlds and Luigi's Mansion hopefully concluding, and new stuff coming up later in the week, so it should be a good time, okay? Let's now move on to segment number 2, which we all know as the gratuitous plug segment. It's everyone's favorite segment. I don't want to go into monstrous detail in a lengthy plug segment, so what I'm going to do is try to abridge it as much as I can. I am a full-time streamer. I am someone who absolutely loves what he does for a living, sharing my daily thoughts about games and everything else that we talk about here on my streams on the internet. I love the chill vibe around my streams, and I absolutely want to keep them going. That being said, it's not like it used to be, because I used to be a full-time YouTuber, and I used to make my living off of ad revenue with on-demand videos. We already had a little bit of discussion today about how that's not viable anymore. I almost solely rely on your contributions during the live streams to keep stuff going. Okay? So that being said, if you love the fact that I'm here 6 days a week doing full-time streams, if you like the fact that I still upload the videos to YouTube as an archive on DSPGaming, even though I make almost nothing on it, and you want to see me continue to be successful and be able to keep doing this, please consider contributing in one of the following methods. Allow me to outline said methods. Okay? First of all, I have a Patreon, patreon.com/darksidephil. Your pledges earn you monthly perks. It's all outlined there in detail, so I'm not going to go into detail about it, thanks to anyone who is a patron of mine. I have a Teespring store where I sell merchandise, mostly t-shirts, but there's other things there like sweatshirts and hoodies. It's the end of the year. You might want to consider a gift for yourself or others. Anything you get from my Teespring store helps me out, and you get a cool collectible, so give that a look. But in particular, if you're here on the live stream, more than likely you're going to want to contribute during the stream so you can get some interaction and you can get recognition for your contributions, right? Because if you either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or you tip me, I'm going to give you a live shout out. Or if you do larger contributions, you'll actually get on-screen notifications to say thank you as well. At the top of your screens, you can see there is a Stream Stats leaderboard. Top cheerer and top tipper of the day will get recognition up there on that leaderboard so that you can be recognized, all right, which is pretty nice. In addition, Twitch has built-in leaderboards for things such as the top cheerers of the week. It'll actually track the top 10 cheerers of the week. And it'll also track things such as top sub-gifter of the week. If you gift subscriptions to people in the chat, it'll track that as well. That one, sadly, it launched, but it doesn't seem to be very accurate. Because I know for a fact there are more people who gifted subs than those who are showing on that leaderboard. But I still give credit. I still try to give shout-outs for that. That's a Twitch side thing, okay? So, yeah, if you cheer with bits, subscribe, or tip me, all those things help. In particular, right now, tipping is the best way to help me out. I really need the help because I'm still waiting. It's going to be about a week until I get paid by Twitch. And right now I have no other source of income besides stream contributions, and I really need the support. You know, everything else helps if you cheer or you sub or anything else. That's great, and it does help long term, but I get the funds for tips immediately, which means, number one, I can pay bills with it, and number two, I can buy games with it. You know, next week I got 2 games coming up, plus I got a bunch of bills to pay, so please consider tipping me if at all you can. All right, I appreciate it. There's 2 ways you can tip me. Below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type ! Tip into the stream chat to bring up the link to bring you to that page. Couple things about tipping really fast. Number one, I recommend strongly, if you're going to tip me, do not use your real name and identity. Sadly, there are some really messed up people on the internet who go out of their way to try to harass people who support streamers on the internet. They'll try to find your personal information and dox you and do stupid, fucked up stuff. Obviously, it's horrible. I don't want that to happen to you. If you make up a name or you say anonymous, there's no way they can get that information about you, okay? So strong recommendation, if you are going to tip, try not to use your real information, okay? Now, in addition to that, you do not need a PayPal account to tip me. All right, that is a misconception. You can actually just use a debit or credit card like anything else on the internet, any other payment you're sending. When you go to that PayPal tips page, you should see the options for it. If not, more than likely you're on a version of the site that's not loading properly. For example, I've tried to go to the site on mobile, on my phone, and it doesn't show up. So you got to try to go to on the desktop version if you want all the options to show up. But the options should be there. You should be able to either, tip with a debit or credit card if you would like to do that. Okay, you don't have to go through the whole rigmarole of making a whole account. So, thank you to anyone considering contributing. I really appreciate it. I do need the help right now with tips. Thank you very much, anyone who contributes. And that's that. Got that out of the way. Now we can get on to the plug segment, all right? And excuse me, not the plug segment, the rules segment. Before we get to that, one thing I do want to say up front. I just mentioned a million ways you can contribute. Thank you very much to anyone who does, but please understand something. If you come by and you can't contribute, that's fine. It's not mandatory. It's definitely well appreciated. It certainly keeps stuff going around here, but it's not mandatory at all. It's something that's completely optional of your own volition. If you can contribute because you like my content and you like me as a person, please by all means do. But you should not feel obligated to do so. All right? I'm cool to just hang out with you guys every day and have a good time on stream. That's what it's all about. I put out 2.5 years of content on YouTube before you could even monetize gameplay videos, and I would still be here streaming tomorrow if I couldn't make a dollar doing it. All right? So please consider contributing, but it's not mandatory. All right. Now, let us talk about the rules, everybody. First of all, we are on Twitch.tv, which is a business. I have to operate within the realm of the rules of said business. Okay? It's just the way of the land, right? That's what you do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. I got to do what's within the rules of the Twitch guidelines. So I can't just say and do whatever I want. However, I also have my own guidelines that I abide by that I feel put out better streams, and I just want to outline those very briefly for you here on the pre-stream today. First of all, I do not want this stream to become a bunch of people arguing with each other over controversial topics and drama and just being very toxic with each other, okay? And that's why there's certain topics that we typically stay away from on my streams, in particular politics and religion. Reason being, when people don't seem to agree on those topics, they tend to get really angry with each other. They'll argue. They'll say, I can't see from your perspective because my perspective is the only one that's right. And then they go nuts on each other. And I can't have that, okay? Truth of the matter is, when you guys come by my streams, you're probably coming by to escape the drama and the nonsense and the toxicity of your real life. You're coming here to relax and have some fun. You don't want to come in here and see people now arguing about Brexit and Trump and freaking this and that. Like, what the hell is this? I was trying to just see a gameplay stream, and I got to put up with this crap, And there's a lot of streamers who like that stuff. They like to propagate drama on their streams, and they think that this is something good to get people to attract them to come to their streams. I'm not one of them. I leave that out of my content so you guys could just enjoy the games, okay? So please understand those topics are not allowed. However, if we do happen upon a game where there's a topic, this is a topic of the game is religion or politics or whatever, that's different. Then we'll allow it, and obviously we can talk about how it relates to the game itself. But outside of that, no, we don't allow those topics as course of discussion. Okay? Now, in addition, I am well aware, ladies and gentlemen, that there are many people on the internet who love to basically hate on me. Whether it's stealing my content illegally and illegally rebroadcasting it, defaming me, slandering me, making fun of me, and or just basically making me look bad at their expense so that way they can benefit. Whether it's they make money doing it or they promote their own channels or whatever it may be, these are toxic people. They don't have the ability to put out positive content. All they can do is bring down others. What they're doing is not only immoral, it's illegal. And the bottom line is, it sucks, and there's a reason why they're over on YouTube doing it. You'll notice that none of the people who do that are doing it on Twitch, because Twitch doesn't allow it. Twitch has gotten rid of that kind of toxic element because they don't want it on the site. YouTube, however, seems to promote that kind of content and loves it. They love the drama content because that's what brings them the views and the fucking money, apparently. And it's really disgusting, quite frankly, which is why I don't like using YouTube anymore. And I only do it for archives. I refuse to give them any kind of original content because they're a fucked up business model. And I don't want to deal with their disgusting shit, quite frankly, okay? That being said, there's nothing we can do about this. I know these people exist, and there's nothing we can do to stop them. I don't have money to sue them, right? There's no point to even talking about it. And that's the point I'm trying to relay here. It's against the stream rules to bring this content up, all right? I don't care that someone on YouTube is insulting me. I don't care that someone's illegally rebroadcasting me. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. It's all bullshit. They literally will draw up drama every single day to pretend like something is going on that's not, so that they can get attention and views and make money. And none of it ever comes to anything. If you haven't noticed, guys, after 11 years, I'm still here. Nothing they've said or done has done anything to get rid of me. I'm still here, and no matter what shit they say about me on a daily basis, none of it's going to ever bring me down. That being said, though, we don't want to derail my own content with talking about that shit. So outside of me mentioning it right now to tell you it's not allowed, talking about it isn't allowed. Okay? Fair enough? Alrighty then. Okay, so those are the rules, my friends, and hopefully if we all abide by those rules, we can have a good time. It's like I said, I want people to come by and be like, man, I want to hang out on Phil's stream and have a chill time, escape the drama of my own life. I don't want to come into Phil's stream and have a bunch of drama in my face. And that's the whole point, is we just want to have fun with games, and that's it, okay? All right. It is now time for the shout-out segment, where I will give credit to those who have contributed on the stream so far, and start updating the leaderboard and the like, and then we're going to get started with Death Stranding. Okay? So first of all, overnight, we had several contributors, which is really nice. I appreciate that. That people even think of me when I'm not broadcasting is pretty amazing. So thank you very much to the following people. First of all, Little Jimmy cheered overnight and said, looking forward to more Death Stranding. Me too. I want to see where the game goes. Right now, it's very unclear what's going to happen in this game. So let's keep it up, okay? BattleDuck9000 did a series of tips overnight. 2 tips. That each was $3. First tip says, I see you in the Death Stranding playthrough. You keep chucking shit on your back, and then you have to struggle with keeping balance, even though there's an auto-balancing feature in your inventory. The game will allow you to put stuff on other mount points. I think the game intends you to micromanage your carried inventory a lot more than I think you should make use of the auto-balance feature a lot more, unless you want to fiddle with placement yourself, which obviously I don't want to do. Do you really think that I want to fuck around with inventory constantly to try to make this shit balanced? Absolutely not. And I did notice there's an auto-balance feature. So I guess what I'll do is every time I get a few new items, I'll go into my inventory and say auto balance, and hopefully that will help me with the balancing. You're right. What I've noticed is if you don't have it balanced properly, Sam bumbles around on his feet a lot. Not to say that it's been super difficult. It hasn't been. It seems to me that if you just hold both triggers down, that in general he'll keep his balance 95% of the time. Every once in a while, maybe you're going up a sharp incline or going down a sharp incline, and then you have to juggle it a little bit harder. But it seems to me like so far it's not that big of a deal. I read a lot of reviewers who were like, oh, it's so hard to do and it's frustrating, and I was like, well, it's not so hard for me. I mean, yeah, it's tedious, but it's not difficult. It's just tedious. So if you're tired of doing it, yeah, you might not like it, but it doesn't mean that it's hard. It just means it's tedious. There's a difference between the two. And I'm already seeing a few discrepancies between what people have said in reviews and what I'm experiencing, at least in the early game. So, okay. So thank you very much, BattleDuck, for the overnight tips. That is appreciated. And also, Golden Colts did a bunch of cheers overnight. Looks like about 300 bits of cheering overnight. So thank you to you guys for your contributions. Is much appreciated. Okay? Okay. Now, let's continue on. People who contributed during today's stream. We actually start off with Lice for Soul. And he said, he resubbed for 14 months, by the way. And he says the following: I agree with Outer Worlds being a 30-hour game. We don't need 50 hours of repetitive grinding, meaningless side content like Assassin's Creed, which I still thought was fun, but it did overstay its welcome. Yeah, if you've noticed something in Outer Worlds, okay, one of the things it's not doing is giving you repetitive grind quests. It's not like, oh, someone wants you to go out there and kill 35 mega raptidons and grab their glands and bring me back the fucking glands, you know? If in Fallout, typically, this is a kind of mission that always exists. It's called the grind quest or the fetch quest or the collection quest, where it's really just a waste of your time. You're just going out and having to kill repetitive enemies to grab a bunch of shit that doesn't matter to the story. In most of the missions, if not every mission in the game, it's something unique and different with a location to go to, you know, enemies to fight, items to find that are unique, and actually have a plot line to them. So I think what's happened here with Outer Worlds is they've tried to streamline the open world RPG style game, take out the grindy crap content no one likes, and make it just a nice, fun, streamlined 30 hours. And I personally feel that that's better than having a 50 to 60 hour game where half the missions are shit. Okay? Now that's me. You might disagree. You might be a person that I just solely care about the hours of gameplay that the game has. And if that's the case, maybe you're disappointed that Outer Worlds is only going to be around a 30-hour experience. Okay? For me, I'm okay with that. Give me 30 great hours versus 60 mediocre hours, and I'll take the 30 great hours any day. All right. So it's hilarious to me thinking about this because if you guys, well, you guys probably don't remember. Many of you probably haven't been around this long, following my content. But right at the beginning, when I was doing stuff, one of the games that I played at the time was The Darkness 2. This was a first-person shooter with horror and supernatural elements and a great plot. The game itself is only about 5 to 6 hours long, but it's a 5 to 6 hour ride that's really fun, especially if you like good, intriguing, mystery-style, suspenseful thriller plots. The game keeps you on the edge of your seat. You don't know what's going on during the course of the game. At the end, you get a big spin reveal. You're like, wow, that was like really well done. But the game is short as shit. And a lot of people at the time were like, Phil, how can you say this game is good when it's so short? And I'm like, because maybe it's not about just hours of gameplay. Maybe it's about actually the level of fun experience that you're getting during said gameplay. You see what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel it is with the Outer Worlds. But the truth of the matter is the Outer Worlds is still a long game at 30 hours. That's nothing to shake a stick at and say, oh, it's too short. That's pretty damn long. It's just that with these RPG-style games, people are now used to this insanely long experiences, right? Take a look at games like I said, the Dragon Age series. Oh, my God, right? You'll be playing those forever. So I see both sides of the fence. But for me, I feel that Outer Worlds is on a great pace. And if there really is less than 10 hours, because I think I'm 22 hours into the playthrough or something like that. If there's only like 8 hours left in the game, there's Byzantium and then maybe one more area and that's it. I'm okay with that. I'll feel this was a really fulfilling game and it was a game that was definitely worth playing and I got my money's worth out of. So that's my opinion. You could disagree. If you're looking for more content, I get it. But for me, that's good for me. All right. Wicked Man 36. Just listen to this one. This stuff constantly confuses me. You ready for this one? Say, tip me $1. Then they say this. You've been busted on camera multiple times admitting you're toxic. Your own words doomed you. When will the excuses end? So you actually think that on camera, I said, man, I'm such a toxic person and everything that I do is terrible and blah, blah, blah. What the hell are you talking about? No. Stupid. The meme comes from me playing Dark Souls and getting poisoned by one of those stupid blow darts, and I say, why am I toxic? And then people kind of twisted that to be something different. So I don't even understand what you're getting at here, quite frankly. And thanks for the $1. You make no sense. Congrats. I would put you up on the leaderboard. However, we already got a bigger tipper that came up later, so I'm not even going to bother you putting up on the leaderboard. But I will say that I did receive a $1 tip so far. Then we got someone named a blue. I'm not even kidding. Tip me $1 talking about the German invasion of the Soviet Union failing and talking about Hitler listening to another general. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. This is not a political stream, nor is it a military history stream. Thanks for the $1 tip. Now let's move on. Big Nuts Master War Chief. Subscribe to the channel. Well, Big Nuts. Thanks very much for the sub. I appreciate that, Big Nuts. And thank you for the support. Gamer Nick Cole. Tip me $1 and says, King, you should run for president in 2020. Reform the tax code. It was funny because when Trump got elected in 2016, someone made a picture of me running for president, which I haven't used in quite some time on a stream. But with the elections coming up next year, perhaps I should start running that picture again. You guys want me to run? I'm certainly old enough, and certainly I've done less embarrassing things than our president has now, so I definitely could be in the running. There you go. All right, Steven has tipped me $20. Thank you very much, Steven. You're the top tipper of the day. And he asked the following. He says, thanks for giving us variety with your streams. I like Luigi's Mansion 3. We will be playing Medieval at some point. Well, yeah, I want to. I want to play the Medieval remaster. It came out last month. A lot of people said it would have been perfect for Halloween. I hear ya, but it was not nominated nor voted on for the Halloween event. I don't know why. I thought too it would have been perfect for the Halloween event, but people didn't ask for it. And that was all determined by the viewers, what I played during the Halloween event. So, you know, it is what it is. I want to play it. I absolutely do. When am I going to get to play it? I have no idea. As I told you guys, I'm already in the midst of 4 playthroughs We've got 2 more starting up this coming Friday, and then another one with Shenmue 3 the week after. So I guess once I get through all that stuff, we'll take a look at my schedule, we'll take a look at what's going on, and we'll see what makes sense to play. You know, there's so many things that came out. There's the Lion King and Aladdin remasters. There's also a Disney Afternoon collection that apparently came out. There's the Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz remaster, and a new Need for Speed game just came out too. So you're talking a ridiculous amount of games that just came out, and I just don't have time to play them because I'm juggling other releases that I want to play first. That's what this time of year is all about, folks. The hardcore gaming season, the empty wallet season, as some people like to call it. You know, it's crazy, man. And there's not much you can do about it. So we'll see. Yes, I want to play Medieval. Will I get to play it soon? I have no idea. Let's see what happens. Okay. Straight Cash Homie tipped me $10. He says, want to help in any way possible. Phil, I want to keep your streams going strong. I appreciate that, Straight Cash Homie. Like I said, the tipping helps a lot. Right now, the tipping is helping more than anything. I do need the help because I need to pay bills and stuff, and this is the only money I'm bringing in right now until I get paid by Twitch. So thank you for that. Much appreciated. Okay? Very nice. BB tipped me $1 and says, I want to be your bridge baby. I want to be connected to you forever. That's incredibly creepy and could probably be viewed as stalkerish mentality, but thank you for the dollar tip. What the hell? All right, continuing on. Timbo Slice. What's up, Timbo? Did a 50-bit cheer. It's actually the first cheer of the day. He says, any chance you'll play Need for Speed Heat? I was hoping you would. It would. It came out yesterday. I'm about to play it. I heard it's the best Need for Speed game in a long time. Any chance you'll ever play it? Well, I don't know if there's any truth to this, Timbo. Someone said on stream yesterday that Need for Speed Heat is out right now for $60, but it's already been announced that like Walmart is going to sell it for $35 on Black Friday, coming up later this month. Chances are, if that's the case, that means the game price is going to dip dramatically in the next couple of weeks, regardless. And so to play it now, $60 would be pretty ridiculous, when apparently it's going to be like way cheaper very soon. And quite frankly, these driving racing games do drop in price pretty dramatically quickly from what I've experienced. So since I'm so busy with all these other playthroughs right now, no, I'm not going to play it. But I'm not ruling it out as a possibility long term. Again, once we get through all these playthroughs that I'm planning on doing in the next few weeks, maybe come December, it's a possibility, especially if the price significantly dips. Then it's like even more of a consideration that I would play it. Okay? Sounds good? Golden Colt says, I cheered 100 during the stream. Why aren't I on the leaderboard? According to this Golden Colts, you cheered 100 bits right before the stream started. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe the time is wrong, which it could be. Who knows? I mean, this is all Streamlabs. It's saying you did it right before the stream started, because the stream's been running right now for 1 hour and 3 minutes, and it says that you cheered at 1 hour and 5 minutes ago. So maybe, I mean, he says the video was on. Well, I trust you. All right, I'll put you up on the leaderboard. Now, I believe you over Streamlabs. So, all right, I'll put you up on the leaderboard as top cheerer then. Here we go. There we go. Golden Colt. Oops, no. Golden Colt's the top cheerer with 100 bits. There you go, sir. Okay. I'm not going to argue semantics here over like a minute. I believe him. Okay, so Timbo, I may play the Need for Speed Heat. If I do, more than likely it'll be after all these new releases that I'm playing right now, so maybe in December, which, by the way, it'll probably be way cheaper than anyway, so that's probably when I'll be playing it. Okay? BattleDuck 9000 tipped me $1. It says, let's start off with the tipping, shall we? Thank you very much, BattleDuck. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $10 tip. And that gets up to $44 a tip so far today, which is a pretty damn good start before we've even started with the gameplay, right? Thank you, BattleDuck. Also, BattleDuck, you tipped overnight, so thank you for that. Appreciate that. Okay. Gerard Crow tipped me $1. Says, do you think it's really the best idea to make the viewers pay to name your Pokemon in Sword and Shield? I'm not making anyone do anything. It's called a reward, sir. Just like we do in Minecraft. For people who contribute when I play Minecraft, the biggest contributor of the day, gets to choose a project that I'll work on next in the game. And we've had so many different things, whether it's just making like a giant tombstone with an epitaph, or putting a quote at the top of my lighthouse, building a giant statue of my cat Jasper, building a garage, building a bar on a pond. Like, we've done all these various things that have been really fun to do. And it adds an element of creativity to the game because people are getting their mark on my game world, which is really nice. It's a cool interactive way to interact with your streamers. By the way, what I find hilarious is that people are like angry that I'm doing this. You do realize this has been a tried and true way that streamers get interactivity with their own viewers for like a decade, right? Like, since the dawn of streaming, this has been one of the things that streamers do. I only adopted it because people said, are you aware people do this and it works and people really like it? So I started doing it, and lo and behold, people told me they really like it. So that's why I started doing it more, okay? So in the case of Pokemon, what I've said is, well, let's do a fun thing where the top contributor of every Pokemon stream coming up will get to name one of the new Pokemon, right? So let's say the first stream, we play for 4 hours. The top contributor of that day will be able to then name my starter Pokemon. I believe you can rename your Pokemon at a Pokemon Center or whatever. I don't know. I didn't play this one yet. But yeah, what I'll do is and then every stream going forward, whatever, if I get a new Pokemon on that stream, the top contributor will get to name that new Pokemon. See? That's neat. That's a cool interactive thing. That's a way to interact with my viewing audience. By the end of the playthrough, we'll have a ton of Pokemon that are named from viewers. That'll be fun, right? So I seriously don't see how this is a negative. Like Gerard Crow, how can you spin something that's a positive as a negative? This is a cool way. A cool way to interact. How can you say that's so dumb? Right? And again, this isn't some practice that I invented. This isn't some scheme that I came up with. This is how everyone spins it. Phil's got a new scheme today. No. This is something that people have been doing for a million fucking years. That's really dumb. And I'm sorry, but you're completely off base and you're wrong. And I'm seriously not gonna put up with false criticism, because it's not valid criticism. People gave me the idea based on other streamers doing it. I start doing it. Now I'm a villain. Go fuck yourself. Okay, let's continue on. Philly Buckeye cheered and said, the truth of the matter is that Operation Barbarossa would have been more... Oh my, what the hell? He's talking about Mussolini? All right, enough of this. Thank you for the cheer, Philly Buckeye. Gamer Nick Cole tipped $1, says, some trolls claim that you kidnapped Jasper. Can you disprove them? Sure. I have all the adoption papers. The problem is, I know what would happen. If I show you the adoption papers, what would happen is people would call the adoption center and false reports, say, are you aware that the guy who adopted Jasper is doing this to Jasper and that to Jasper? And I'm not going to put up with the trolling shit. I'm just not. I'm not going to put up with their fucking horse shit. And that's the truth of the matter, is that's why they're saying this, because they want me to try to show documentation so then they can now harass the center and they can do more shit to me. I'm not stupid. I haven't just been born yesterday. I know exactly what fucking happens here. So, no, it's stupid as shit. No one with an intelligent brain in their head gives a fuck. I didn't kidnap my fucking cat, you stupid idiots. I adopted it. Just like I said, I rescued it from a shelter. And Jasper has a really nice life here with us. He's well taken care of. And if you don't like it, tough titties. All right. Continuing on. An anonymous dollar tipper says, even people like Markiplier are starting to admit how bad YouTube is. So I think what you're referencing, I saw this on Twitter this morning. I guess Markiplier made a video stating that I guess there's some emote or something that people are using in YouTube stream chat. And this emote is getting people not only banned from YouTube, but it's deleting their Google accounts that are linked to their fucking YouTube page. So think about this. You use Google for a lot of stuff. Google Drives is actually a popular thing that university students now use to upload their works to the internet, whether it's, a dissertation or research paper, that kind of stuff. So you're in a stream chat with someone on YouTube, and everyone's using an emote, so you follow suit and use the emote. A day later, you go on your YouTube channel, it says your YouTube channel has been suspended, all of your videos are deleted, and by the way, your entire Google account's also been deleted. So all your content's missing forever. And the worst part about this is, I guess Markiplier did a stream about this the other day to talk about the issue. And when he was doing it, he was saying, oh, it's this emote that's getting people in trouble. So some people watching his stream started putting the emote in his stream chat, and they all got banned from YouTube too. Like, what the fuck? I mean, this is so asinine. This reminds me of last year. Do you guys remember? Was it last year? I think it was now. I think it was the summer of last year when people's YouTube channels were being identified as spam and suspended from YouTube, closed down, and then they couldn't advertise on them when they got them back. What? So I have DSPGaming. I've been putting videos on it since 2010. They're all gameplay videos, legit playthroughs, which you allow on YouTube. All of a sudden, an algorithm identifies it as spam and shuts down the channel. Like, what the fuck is this? See? What? And the truth of the matter is, it was an error because what was happening was YouTube was shutting down Google Plus, and as they were shutting down Google Plus, apparently all the algorithms went haywire, and one of the Google Plus algorithms identified channels with a certain amount of videos as spam, which is stupid. It didn't even take into account how long the videos had existed, or how long the channel existed. It just deleted your channel. So YouTube is a piece of donkey shit. We all know this. That's why I only use it for archives. I refuse to bring new people to the site. I refuse to do anything in relation to original content for YouTube. There's no point. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time to be over there. The business does not care about the content creators. It doesn't care about anything. It's a waste of everyone's fucking time. So that's why I don't bother with it anymore. All right. So just being very matter of fact, Markiplier, very popular on YouTube, very successful, good for him. If he knows what's good for him, he'll also leave YouTube. I seriously, there's no future for that place. That place is dead. It's for toxic people who can't make content anywhere else because they've been banned. And the sooner he realizes that, the better, because it ain't going to get any better. It's just going to get worse until the whole place goes out of business because they get sued into oblivion. They've been ignoring laws for so fucking long, and, they're on the edge, the very edge of even being allowed to operate, and I predict they will be sued seriously badly in the next few years, and then everything's going to change. So I wish Markiplier and his viewers the best. Hopefully he gets the fuck out of there. Just saying. I don't see it, being very successful for much longer. Infinite55 has gifted a sub to Madara is God. Thank you very much, Infinite, and congratulations, Madara, of course. Sambuca2020 did a 150-bit cheer, and he said, screw you, Golden Colts, laughing out loud. So Sambuca wanted to be the top cheerer of the day, and indeed he now is with that 150-bit cheer. So let's get him up on the leaderboard. That is not his name. There we go. That is still not his name. Wow, this keyboard's malfunctioning. Oh, man. Oh, my keyboard's acting up again. It was fine for like 3 days, and now it's acting up again. You piece of shit. Okay. All right. Straight Cash Homie tipped me another $10. He said, make it rain, Phil. Thank you very much, Straight Cash Homie. Thank you for the tips this morning. Another tip. Very generous. Thank you very much. Now Gerard Crow tipped another $1. He says, oh, Phil, no one does it that way. Other streamers just let their viewers name stuff for free. All right, Gerard Crow. Enough is enough. As I've already said very clearly, you are a liar. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. You're completely misinformed. I only started doing it as a thing because people suggested it because other streamers did it. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. Okay, let's continue on. Sir Hendrick tipped me $10, and he said, hey, Phil, hopefully Death Stranded will pick up today because yesterday was really becoming a bit of a yawn fest. At least your commentary will make it a bit more bearable if it doesn't. I hope so. Like I said, what I hope is that even if the gameplay ends up being a snore, that we can stay entertained by interacting with each other. Because the plot is interesting to me. So I want to get through it to see the plot. But I don't know, if we're going to be able to keep up with it or if we're going to fall asleep, right? So hopefully. All right, Timbo Slice Cheery said, whatever you do, stay away from the new Jumanji, the video game. It's awful. Oh, I didn't even know there was a new Jumanji video game. I never saw the newer Jumanji movie that had like the Rock and Jack Black and shit. I never saw that one. So I'm probably never going to care about a new Jumanji video game. All right. Wings of Frogs. What the fuck? Wings of Frogs tipped me $10 and says, "Hey Phil, I'm in a mosh pit fighting other frogs. Keep it real, dude." All right. Well, thank you very much, Wings of Frogs, for the $10 supportive tip. I appreciate that. Oh, what the hey, Wings of Frogs. Two-Bar King did a 100-bit cheer. And by the way, I guess we should call this out yet again. The Terminator cheer mode still works. Still. I don't know if this promotion will ever end at this point. The Terminator movie has completely flopped at the box office, but apparently the Terminator cheer mode still works. So if you want to support content creators today on Twitch and you want to give them 10% bonus bits absolutely for free when you cheer, use the Terminator cheer mode. It's still going, okay? So thank you, Two-Bar King, for letting us all know that. ASAC did a 50-bit cheer, and he says, "It seems like Death Stranding includes a lot of walking. I especially noticed yesterday when I started to do the side missions. Do you think it will hurt the impact of the story if you try to complete all the side quests as they become available?" I don't know. For me, I might just do more streamlined. I might not do all the side quests. If the side quests end up being just resources and shit rather than actually adding story to the game, then I don't care about them. I'll be very honest with all of you. I am playing Death Stranding for the story. If the gameplay ends up being great later on, okay. I'm playing Death Stranding for the story. If anything, Kojima really can write an interesting, gripping, and confusing story that keeps you guessing and keeps you thinking about what the hell's really going on. And that's kind of what I'm here for. So that's great. If the gameplay ends up being great long term, okay. But for me, I just want to see the story. So I'm probably just going to focus in on story-based stuff, even though there are side objectives or whatever. Unless they're really easy to do, then I'll do them quick. But I'm not going to go way out of my way and do hours and hours of grinding deliveries for what? To get a few new resources or something? I don't see the point. Okay? That's my take on it. You could be completely different and be like, nah, that's okay. I'm going to do every quest in the game and see what happens. But I'm just going to focus in on what's ahead of me and seems to be leading to story completion. Okay? I am Sofa King Hot did a 300-bit cheer. It says, out of curiosity, how many people both that DSP underwear that you used to sell? Both the DSP underwear. I think you meant bought the DSP underwear, which, by the way, I believe is still for sale back on my Cafe Press page that I haven't updated in about 8 years. Yes, it's true. I still have a Cafe Press page. It hasn't been updated in about 8 years. But it still exists, apparently. I don't know. I didn't get any notice that it was shut down, but I don't get any money from it either. I have no idea. I'm sure someone bought it. I'm sure people bought it as a joke. You know, the underwear with my face on it or whatever. I'm sure some people bought it as a joke. But, you know, I don't think that anyone is actively going and buying underwear with my face on it today. So, I am Sofa King Hot. You are actually the top cheer of the day by a large margin, too. Oh, boy. There you go. Timbo Slice cheered. He says Disney Plus launches this Tuesday for $6.99 or $12.99 with a Hulu bundle. Will you be paying for service people say it could be a contender to take over for best streaming service? It's a great value with all on it, like Avengers and Star Wars. Here's the thing, Timbo. I couldn't get it if I wanted to. Because in all of my luck, right? Because I'm the luckiest guy on the planet. Guess what device I own for streaming on my TV? An Amazon Fire TV stick. Why did I get that? Because it was cheap on Amazon, and it had all the apps at the time that I wanted. Like, it had Netflix, it had WWE Network, it had all the things that I wanted. So I bought it on the cheap off of Amazon. That's what I use to stream content on my TV. Guess what's the one fucking streaming device that doesn't work with Disney Plus? Yeah, you guessed it, the Amazon Fire TV stick. Why doesn't it work? Because apparently Amazon and Disney got into a pissing fight about rights to advertisement. I guess what Amazon was saying was, well, with Disney Plus on our stick, we want to have advertisement rights and stuff. It's like very confusing. I don't even understand. I guess they want to run ads when Disney content's playing. or Disney. I don't even get it. I've tried understanding this fucking thing on the internet. It was so confusing. I was like, this is so dumb. It's two giant corporations having a pissing contest. It's obvious everyone fucking wants to have it on the Fire Stick. Why wouldn't they? Right? But it is what it is. It sucks. It's a shitty situation. Because I seriously don't want to buy a new streaming device. Okay? Now, Retro Jim says, I think that's changed. Yesterday they reached a deal. Is that true? If that's the case, all right. If that is the case, that's good news. I would like to get the Disney Plus streaming service and at least try it. I think you could get like a trial week or whatever. Kat and I love Disney movies. Both, we like the old animated movies and the modern ones. Plus, it has all the cartoons from like the Disney Afternoon from when I was a kid. You know, we're talking Chippendales Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, all the shit, Darkwing Duck, DuckTales, all the shit I used to watch as a kid is going to be on there apparently. Plus, of course, like you said, original series, you know, the Star Wars movies, the Marvel movies, the new series, Mandalorian, all the new Marvel series are supposed to be on there. So it's good. It seems like it would be a really, really good thing. But, you know, I don't know. If let me put it this way, if it ends up working on the Amazon Fire Stick, yes, I would give it a shot. But I don't know if it's going to. People are saying they reached a deal yesterday. Great. I hope that's true. I certainly hope that's true. Because I would love to do it on my Amazon Fire Stick. I hope they did. Okay. Wooden Door took me $1. Saying something about wooden doors in the plot of Death Stranding. I'm not going to, this isn't a huge spoiler. But thank you for that. Let's continue. Thank you for the $1 tip. Timbo Slice Charity says, deal was reached yesterday with Amazon and Disney, and now it's going to be on there. All right. Well, then if that's the case, I'll probably give it a shot and see what it's all about. I can't afford another expensive service. I'll be very honest with you. I might get rid of Netflix. I haven't been using Netflix at all recently. As opposed to WWE Network, which I watch a lot. I watch wrestling. As you guys know, I watch the shows, like I said, a good amount every week. But I haven't been watching Netflix much at all. So I might actually just dump Netflix and get Disney Plus. If it ends up being something that I'm going to use way more, I probably will do that. So, okay. Keenan and Kel took me $5 and say, Phil, do you love orange soda? I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's okay. I used to drink it a lot more when I was a kid. I used to always drink either orange or grape soda when I was a kid, because those are the favorite flavors of Fanta that they had everywhere, right? Anywhere you went for like fast food, they always had orange Fanta or purple Fanta or both as an option. And it's funny because Fanta has a bunch of flavors. They got pineapple, they got like lime, and they've got a strawberry one too, but those were never available. Only it was like grape and orange that was anywhere. So, you know, those are the ones I drank as a kid. I don't drink them anymore. Like I said, I try to stay away from soda as much as humanly possible. You know, if I'm out one day and Kat and I are grabbing a quick meal or something and we just get a soda or something with it, that's different. But I try not to drink soda if I can avoid it. Like I said, I was drinking soda every day here. I was drinking a Mountain Dew Kickstart on the streams to the point where my teeth started to hurt from the sugar. And I said, oh shit, this is not good. I'm probably decaying my fucking teeth. So I stopped drinking it immediately. Okay? I don't know how to say Fanta correctly. It's pronounced Fanta. It's not pronounced Fanta. It's pronounced Fanta. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? Didn't you ever hear the fucking commercials? I guess not. I guess you're deaf. Okay. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the support so far. Now, let's get to some shout-outs for those who contributed via cheering and sub-gifting. Thank you to the top 10 cheerers of the week. FYI, this leaderboard will continue to run today and tomorrow. It resets overnight on Sunday, so Monday it'll be back to 0, okay? So thank you so far for the top 10 cheerers of the week. In 10th place, Save the Pig the Game. In 9th place, Infinite 55. 8th place goes to Nihilistic Goldfish. 7th place, Little Jimmy. 6th place, Philly Buckeye. 5th place, That Anonymous. 4th place, M5NSX. 3rd place, Phillips Smelly Chair. 2nd place, 2-Bar King. And in 1st place for the week, Golden Colts. Thank you very much for that, everyone. And now on to say thank you to the top sub gifters of the week. I misclicked. Oops. Okay. We had 4335, Jack Spartacus, and D-Train, who all gifted 1 sub. Then we had Gloves123 and Infinite 55. No, excuse me. Gloves123 gifted 2 subs. Infinite 55 gifted 3 subs. Philip Smelly Chair gifted 9 subs. Now, in addition, okay. In addition, there were more people who gifted subs. Sadly, they don't catch up. I know Crazy Dream gifted a sub. That Anonymous gifted a sub. For some reason, this leaderboard is not tracking all the gifted subs. I don't know why. All right. So, thank you to those who did give subs this week. It is much appreciated. Okay. A couple more contributions came in. Kino Higgs tipped $1. Are you prepared for today's Death Stranding stream? Things are going to get serious from now on. More PT encounters and risk of death. Some people have sent emails and links to the forum about mechanics. Did you get to read any of them? I didn't see any emails. So no, I really, in any reality, no, I haven't spoiled myself on this next part of the game. So I guess we're gonna see what happens. I did not spoil, and I didn't get any emails that I saw in regards to oh, here's how to play the game or whatever. So I don't know, but thank you for the $1 tip. Hollow Hoax, excuse me. Tip me $1. It says, are there any wooden doors in your bathroom barbecue? All the doors in my house are wood. I don't have I guess the only door that's not, my front door is glass and metal, and my back door is glass and metal. But the doors in my home are wooden doors. So there you go. Thank you very much. Okay. Mr. Terrorhawk did 100-bit cheer. He said, have you seen the new Dolomite movie on Netflix? No, I have not. Like no exaggeration, I just barely use Netflix anymore. I really barely use it for anything. I used to watch movies on there. The movies on there now seem to be complete trash. There are a lot of indie movies and made for Netflix movies that suck ass. And there doesn't seem to be much good stuff on there anymore. So I might just get rid of it. I'm strongly leaning towards getting rid of Netflix at this point. So that Anonymous gifted a sub to Be the Colonel. Congratulations, Be the Colonel, on getting a gifted sub, and thank you, that Anonymous, for the support. That is appreciated. Thank you. Lil Jimmy cheered. He says, hey, DSP, looking forward to more Death Stranding. Have you thought of getting a green screen? Not for the office, no. I have one, a ginormous one, that I used once ever in my garage, and I never got around to using it again, because sadly when I used it, a lot of people hit me with false copyright strikes and shit for using it. Basically it was a mess. I can't put a green screen behind me in the office here. There's no room. Plus, I sit on a love seat, and there's no way to hide the love seat from, you would still see it. So you'd have a tiny bit of green screen above my head, and that's it. It wouldn't even be worth using. And quite frankly, no one's ever in the years and years that I've been streaming, no one's been able to convince me that a green screen would help my content at all. The overlay that I use seems to be perfectly fine. And by the way, it's nice because you saw last month for Halloween, we had all these nice decorations. For Christmas, I'm going to have all these nice decorations. If I had a green screen, you couldn't see them. So I like how I'm doing it. And I don't think there's a reason to try to implement a green screen. If ever I was able to rearrange stuff in my office in a way that I could fit one here, I would do it. But it just doesn't seem viable the way that I stream. Good Game Goblin tipped me $1. It's best wood used for smoking meat at a barbecue. You got plenty of experience now. Chestnut. I use chestnut. It's my specialty. That's why everyone asks, why does my smoked meats have such unique flavor? Because I use chestnut wood. People don't think about that. They think, apple wood or all the typical ones, right? Smoky mesquite. I'm like, nope. Chestnut. There you go. Okay. No, Chestnut the dog. There is no Chestnut the dog. There's a squirrel named Chestnut, but no. We're talking about wood. Chestnut is a kind of wood, if you didn't know. Okay. All right, guys. So, it looks to me like that's going to be the deal. That's the pre-stream. Thank you very much. Very supportive, especially the tips, which I need to help with the most. Thank you guys for that. Let's end the pre-stream. I'm going to use the restroom quickly, and then we're going to come here and get started with Death Stranding. 4 hours of Death Stranding today, guys, all right? So thank you. I'll be right back with more Death Stranding in just a moment.